Hello, my name is Alan Cook and I'm here to show you my YouTube regarding the painting that is called Dion, that is the oldest painting of the newest find of Leonardo da Vinci's work, in which I own. I'm going to show you that the painting that is the gray that you see, and then there's an overlay, and this overlay is the Last Supper, as you see. The Last Supper is a very well-known painting done by Leonardo da Vinci, and Jesus is in the middle. Along that, I'm going to show you how he moves in the Last Supper in one of his paintings, in which I own. Now, the painting which I own is this particular painting that is x-rayed of a small, very small portion of it. And this so happens to be his doily around his neck of decorative, kind of like a collar on a person. Now I'm going to take this and I'm going to show you where it overlays. I had it preset because it takes many hours to do something like this, a study. And when you actually take this image and you lay it right in a certain particular area, it does highlight more, and you will see how Jesus actually fits right here. But he actually fits here, and he fits here, and this is where Mary is, and all his disciples fits within the areas. Let me kind of give you a little general. I'm going to pull it back down, and you can see where Mary would be, but she's going to probably be over here somewhere. But because the reason why here she is, actually, what happens is that when you slide her across, and you slide Jesus across, here's Mary coming. She's in the other particular spot that fits in between. Now when she finally meets in the middle, bam, there she is. She fits 100% in that area. And then Jesus, he's right here, he fits 100% there. So during this process that you actually has this TV moving in his painting, and he moves back and forth, and he exists everywhere. She's within him, hugging on him, and goes. Now his other disciple, right here, this guy, and here's Jesus within the two next to each other, but his disciple here, you pull down this guy, and he was right here, okay, that's him right here in the angle. So now you see how this Last Supper in generally looks like yes and no, but the reason why they're piled on top of each other, he lets you know where they fit when they get moved. So Jesus is in here, and then Mary is here, but if you take a look at the curvature, how it keeps going, and then it starts going straight, and then it starts curving, you can see how it flows on an angle this way, and how it flows on an angle this way. And then there's a center point. So he is talking to you of kind of like arrows in a road, letting you the directions in which go. I'm sure there's a lot more to it than that, because the man has drove me crazy for nearly 7 years of trying to study this small little deal in which I'm trying to tell you. Now, if you also look at some of these images, this is a big face, and with the hair blown back with an eye and an eye and a nose. So out of all these images in the Last Supper, he puts it in to his love of the individual of his art. And it gets wilder and wilder, trust me. And this is turned on an angle. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you that this particular, as the Last Supper, I'm going to show you how that particular one changes, not changes, is in my painting, because when I grab this particular and I change it with a rotation back, because I can't change it without a rotation back, and I flip it back into its order, and then on that order I'll reduce it for you to see that that is the x-ray of my man, and to prove that that's the x-ray of my man, I'll show you that this is this particular painting that I'm going to boot up for you to see, that underneath this portion of the section is this painting, which is me Dion. Me Dion, and the part in which we were examining was his doily area of this white that was superseded and blown up, which is of this area, and of this particular area really blown up for you and flipped around for you to see a portion of the Last Supper. So hey, I want you to keep giving me a thumbs up. I want thank you for subscribing and viewing and passing it on to your friends. We're doing great. We're working on over our 200th YouTube, and on such a short time I'm starting to get it down a little bit. I'm going to get the clarity and everything better, but you know, that has to do with figuring out the right system bouncing off the units. I had a 4K projector planned today, and that deal fell through by somebody unfortunately didn't seem to be telling me straight. Well, anyway, keep the faith. I want you guys to say your prayers, and God bless the whole world, the universe, and the heavens. And if anybody can do a YouTube or for GoFundMe for me and support me in any way, you put in a comment for contact, and we'll go back and forth. I want to continue this education. It's got my heart, mind, and soul, and spirit, and everything, and all my funds is tied up. And plus, I do have some reserves, but still, it's depleted me pretty heavy. But I can really use some backup support. So if somebody's financially capable of helping me in any way, I will consider communicating back and forth, obviously, for the love of it all. God bless you all. Amen.